Hey everybody, welcome back to another War of the Visions video. Today we're going to do a little bit of an account review because I haven't done one in about a month and I've got a lot of new stuff. Howlet is the newest of my acquisitions, but I've also just fully maxed and used units in videos that I need to address, and then also Esper's equipment, you name it, lots of new stuff to talk about. So let's start with units and we'll go from there. So you all saw in my pulling for Skull video that I actually got Howlet instead. So if we take a look at him first, you're going to see I have him at 89 already, and I'm actually almost ready to just hit pause. When I get to 125 shards, I'll be able to just let hard quests and the daily login take him the rest of the way to 200, and then I'll be able to max him. And then otherwise, I've got all of his jobs kind of ready to go, and I've been working on getting his abilities up, mainly with sub red mage, because I want to use some jamming thrust action. So I'm definitely going to be using him soon in some PvP videos to show you what he looks like at 89. But otherwise, there's been a lot of updates on my account. So Rain is totally maxed now, and I've been using him in PvP and guild battle for a long time, and that was just something that happened when Lastwell came out. I pulled him before that, and then I was able to just totally max him, level up his sword, and I've been using him a ton. He's been absolutely incredible, so that's been really good. Frederica, I just maxed recently with the Friend Shop medals, and then again got her jobs done, and I'm getting her Esper resonance up and stuff, so she's soon to be part of my team. And then otherwise, there's been some other fun developments. Another big one is Ramada I actually maxed, and I'm working on her levels right now, but now I've got her lance, which is by no means a super powerful lance, but it is the second best lance I have after a +5 ice lance. So, and then it has that sleep granted, so we'll definitely play around with that for sure. I actually think they should have given this some magic. I think that would have been a really cool little boost for her Spellblade job, and I feel like other lance users wouldn't need it anyway, so it's not going to be broken, and that could have been a really cool gesture, but you know, whatever. And then otherwise, I don't know if there's been too many other big things. Salir is almost max limit break. There's that's coming up very quickly, and then I've also started working on Chell. So Chell I'm going to do very, very slowly. I'm just going to use hard quests to raise her up, but I'm excited to use her eventually in live PvP. That's going to be great. And then otherwise, I think that's the main update. Like Dario is 99, of course, and you know, Mashery wasn't 99 in my last video, but you've all seen that she is now. So yeah, lots of good updates on my units. Moving on though. Moving on to my Espers, my Esper game is super strong because of that one pull video I did where I pulled so many of them. So I've got Fenrir as well, and I've been leveling him up. I just went off of him. I got his slash attack up on the Esper training board, which is really nice. So you can see I got down to this one here, and then I'm gonna take a break. Magic resist is all done there, and I'm actually gonna start working on Diabolos. But then otherwise, the big one is I maxed Odin, and that's just such a good investment. But I'm gonna start working on getting everybody up into like the mid to high 60s, because that fills out a lot of panels, and then I have lots of flexibility for kind of what I'm using, which will be really good. So then next up would be equipment, and I've done a lot of equipment stuff too. So since my last video, I was able to, so I should actually organize this stuff. So let's sort it by descending level. Boom. Okay, so I just finished my Lone +5. It was super easy to max the magic stat. That was incredibly easy, so that was good. Maybe I got lucky. And I'm not going to build a second one of those, but I am going to start working on a platinum rod. I had an Ice Lance +3, and then I made that into an Ice Lance +5 the last time that came back for Glaciella, and then Plat Mace +5 as well for Ildira. Ribbon +2 is new and that's mainly for rain, so it doesn't get stopped when I take out Agrises. And then I'm actually working on an Assault Mace, just to do some fun stuff with Mashery to get her monk job going, just for fun. And then otherwise, I finished a second Armor of Light, just a +3 though, and I made that for defense specifically. And then otherwise, there isn't a lot new. I guess still working on golden armor and lots of random stuff that I want to do in the future, but definitely feeling pretty good. Tide ring, very nice. Keeps my clothes clean. Okay, and then vision cards. So vision cards, I feel like I need to get a little bit of a stronger game because I only have a couple of 3-star UR cards, and obviously Fenrir and the Death Machine are really good, but I would love to get some other ones higher. So I've got all my like resistance ones for my MRs, and I've definitely got some good UR 2-stars, but I really need to push it in the future. I need to work on some vision cards because that's definitely where I'm lacking. Like, I really wish that I had, where is it now? My Ramu, like this. I have so many spell blades. I have so many now. I have Howlet as well. I really wish that I could get some dupes of Ramu to get my magic up. That would be a really good card for me. And then otherwise, I think things are pretty okay for like lots of little tech choices. But for example, I'm about to do a video on Ramza and using turn 2 Ultima to pick off opposing Veneras, and it's super fun because Venera always comes running forward, and then you just get him with Ultima, guaranteed hit, and then you're 3v2 to start off the rest of the fight. But the problem is that my Ultima is strong enough to take out some Veneras, but it's like left quite a few at 100 HP, and like things like getting a more powerful Trousseau, but like still keeping the rest of my team competitive, like that's kind of tricky. So definitely some work to do on my VCs. It's hard to max or to get VCs leveled once they've passed their featured stage, because you're not going to be able to get their shards very easily at all. So that's it for my account show and tell, and I'm going to talk a little bit about content that I want to make in the future. So I already mentioned that I'm doing the Ramza PvP video, and I'm also going to work on a Howlet PvP video. And other than that, I'll keep doing my should you polls, like those are going to come every single week. But I also made a post for my my patrons on my Patreon that's exclusive for them, and I talked a little bit about my future plans and my past and things like that I've done in content creation. And one of the things that I mentioned is that I'd like to do lore videos, and I did one a long time ago for Monty. You can check that out on my channel if you're interested in it, and I want to look into doing those again, because that was one of the most fun videos I ever did, but it was a lot of work, like reading through everything, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, like, do I grab scenes from the game, from the story, and like, you know, how much work do I put into it as images and my voice? Like, how am I going to put this together? So if you have any feedback on that, please leave a comment below, and you can also let me know what kind of lore videos you'd like to see. Should I be covering the different troops that are in the game, like Calum and Solidus, etc., or maybe I should be covering certain units, certain families, certain kingdoms, you know, that kind of thing. I definitely want to do a good job of it though, so I can't really say when those would be out. I definitely need to work on a script for that type of thing, whereas like this is right off the cuff. Like I don't know what I'm gonna say next, but yeah, maybe one on Balo first, just to kind of, you know, get the wheel churning, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so that's it for this video. It's kind of a quick one. I wanted to say hi to everybody, and then I am working on should you pulls for the Final Fantasy 14 rerun and for the new vision cards that we're expecting anyway. So I've already got the prep for all of those done, so tons of stuff coming up for videos, depending on how everything aligns this week with time for me to film, and then also you know, in about 2 hours I'm going to find out what actually is coming out this week, and then we'll go from there. So look forward to it, and thanks again for watching. See you guys next time.